As we already know with the baby Hardtank, we can brew cold brew, tea, and many other options. We can also infuse different spirits. It's a really cool opportunity because we can add different items into the production basket. You can use teas, fruits, herbs, anything that you want to infuse a spirit with. And then instead of using water as our base, today I'm going to use gin, but you can use any liqueur that you wanted to use. Anything from a coffee infused whiskey to maybe a pepper and cucumber infused tequila, the options are limitless. Today we're going to go ahead and brew a gin with a raspberry hibiscus tea. This is a loose leaf tea that's going to complement the gin really well. As it's already really floral and fruity, it's going to bring out lots of great notes. And it's going to be an awesome option as a shot or as an ingredient into a finished cocktail. To go ahead and do this, I'm going to open the production basket, take off the lid, make sure that I have this fully assembled and it's completely dry inside. And I have 25 grams of a loose leaf raspberry hibiscus tea weighed out. This tea is going to go completely into this production basket. You'll notice it's not much in volume, especially compared to coffee. Add this straight in. I want to shake it gently so it's nice and evenly distributed. When you're doing tea, you can do any different dose as long as it's not going to be more than halfway full. You want to let there be plenty of room for it to expand. Depending on the ingredient you're using is how much you're going to add in. If you're using something like citrus, you're going to want to use the skin and peel rather than the fruit itself, because we don't want anything to clog any of the little holes in the production basket. That tea's in there. I'm going to go ahead and just put the lid back on and get this on here nice and snug. I don't want it to come out at all, so it's pretty snug in there. And then we're going to go ahead and install it into our baby Hardtank, making sure always to go ahead and line up this little divot with the one in the Hardtank. You'll know it's nice and secure in there when it's not moving at all when you pull it up. You should drop in, twist a little bit, and it's going to be set. Instead of adding the lid on like we normally would right now if we are doing coffee or tea, we want to add our liquor in. So today I'm going to brew with 1.5 liters. So I'm going to add both of these containers directly on top of here. You'll notice right away that the volume in here is definitely less than what it looks like when we brew coffee. It doesn't matter exactly how much you have in here as long as that it's the same amount that you pour in as you have your recipe set to. So today I'm using 1.5 liters and I'll make sure that's the same capacity that my recipe is set to. Otherwise it's going to want to add in more water to make up for that excess. I have all my tea, I have my liquor, I'm going to put the lid back on, and now I'm ready to get started on the program I want it to run. To do this, I just go to the program screen. I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to select herbal. The herbal program I have pre-saved in here is going to extend a little bit extra time. So I don't want it to be so short that the tea can't fully infuse. If I was using maybe a black or a green tea, I'd want to do slightly less time, closer to 30 to 40 minutes. With an herbal tea, I'm wanting it to go a little bit longer. So I'm looking around 45 to 55 minutes. The time that you select here is going to depend on what you're infusing. If I'm using something like fresh ginger, jalapenos, or any pepper, it's going to infuse much faster. Think about closer to 15 to 25 minutes. If you're doing coffee, maybe you're making a coffee-infused whiskey or bourbon, you're going to want to have a little bit longer time, maybe 35 to 45 minutes. So that is going to be trial and error of what works best for you. Today we're brewing with 1.5 liters of gin. We're doing 50 minutes. I'm going to have this on a manual drain so that it will prompt me before it drains automatically. And the mode is set to other. I'm ready to start. I'm going to press load program. I'm going to start this. It might prompt you to empty the tank because it notices liquid is in there. Don't press empty. It's going to get rid of that alcohol. And you're going to press the play button. This is going to start infusing right away. You'll notice that it'll macerate, it'll start to agitate and move around all of the tea and liquid in there. You're good to just sit back and relax for the next 45 to 55 minutes, and then we're ready to drain this and put it into a cocktail. As our herbal infusion is coming to an end, we're just going to talk through what the next steps look like. It's going for a final few minutes here. When it's finished infusing, a little screen is going to pop up that says, "Are you ready to drain?" We'll just select yes as soon as that drain is placed in a vessel where you want to catch that final beverage. Once I'm ready for that, it's going to start to drain through, get rid of all of that beautifully infused gin, and we're ready to use it in a cocktail or whatever drink you can imagine. For us, we're having a little bit of tonic water, making a really nice raspberry hibiscus G&T. Hope you guys are able to do the same. Cheers.